I would spend the money to get one. Keep your debriefing. I don't even remember going. I would have kept it.
Other words.
Are you worried about sharks? I wouldn't go after sharks. Because I remember when you used to fly there, you could see huge sharks. Because it was just so big north of where the great white is. The great white is a little bit north of there.
There's a purse there. It's not mine.
It's Raul's purse, so be careful. I should have kept something. You should have. Keep the harness. No, it's for you. No.
Did you read that? Here in California?
No, he was just working
Yeah,
close.
I've known your husband for several years. Not your day. Every time talked about this guy punching out, or trying to punch out an FA. He's in a refueling position, taking off. That's what he said. And an engine flamed out. So he wouldn't restart.
He's like the one fired.
Martin Baker, he told the curtain, nothing. The seat rang, nothing. So he goes to the canopy and he drove over the side.
No, the canopy didn't move. He had manually had to unlock it. He had to unlock it. Because it wouldn't blow. Right.
And then he fails out, he brings the parachute string. The building.
What is that?
Yeah. You hit the ground, hit the water with an inflated shield, streamer shield. I've been hurt him. He felt bad.
Yeah, I was tired.
But there was a boat that just picked him up. I'm ready to do it again. He likes me. I don't want to retire.
I thought it was really, if you read the whole article,
It's not me as much as my wife.
yeah, the streamer, the only thing had a little pilot chute. And then when he landed, he broke through the water and he had a full cabin.
He's trying to get rid of it because it was drowning in there. The only thing I'm going to walk in is like, wow. He couldn't get in the life raft. He just hung on the side. She's real loyal.
Did you have a lifeguard for a little bit? Waterway?
Yeah, I thought it was leaving. The whole thing is, that's what everybody, oh, we need it. So you would have been really nice. You know those horse collars that the Navy pilots use that are water activated? That was my goal. And then you could sew it into the harness. That's what we need. Because Bill, the first guy that we never found, if it would have been played at me, because
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's ceremony, which marks the retirement of Master Sergeant Amanda M. Kegebein after 20 years of service to the United States Air Force. Our host is Colonel Hans Rudy Kaspar, former Deputy Director of Operations, Headquarters Air Force Special Operations Command. Please rise for the arrival of the official party, presentation of the colors, singing of the national anthem, and the invocation.
Present the colors.
Come, take, right, forward, up, forward, up. Go! Hold! Present! Oh!
So proudly we fell at the twilight's last gleaming, who crushed down and bright stars.
Opponent's turn. March.
I would like to invite you to join me in prayer for Master Sergeant Kegebein and his family. Holy Father, as you are the one in whom we live and move and have our being, we acknowledge your presence during this significant moment. Thank you for the faithful service rendered by Master Sergeant Amanda Kegebein to our nation. Thank you for the gifts with which you have blessed her, her talents and abilities, knowledge and skill, friends and family. May these gifts, aided by your mercy, sustain her as this new phase of life begins. Thank you for the sacrifices made by this family for the security of our country. Please bless her, her husband Chris, who's also retired from the Air Force, and their son Christian. Bless them with peace, prosperity, and purity in their home. May they follow you faithfully and trust in your unfailing love, given in promise through the life, death, and resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ. I ask these things in his name. Amen.
Thank you, Tech Sergeant McCutcheon, for the singing of the national anthem, and Chaplain Gallion for the invitation. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We are pleased to have in attendance today Master Sergeant Kegebein's husband, Chris, her son, Christian, her mother and father, Mr. and Mrs. Johnny and Cordelia Martin, her mother and father-in-law, Mr. and Mrs. Bruce and Pat Kegebein, her brother John and his wife Catherine, her special friends that have become her family, Jake and Karen. We'd also like to welcome our distinguished guests, Ms. Holly Kaspar, Mr. McAllister, A3O Deputy Division Chief, and Mr. Stokes, A3OR Branch Chief. And welcome to the many relatives and friends and colleagues that have joined us from afar. Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Kaspar.
All right. Well, good afternoon. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for helping us honor Master Sergeant Kegebein after over 20 years of outstanding service to the Air Force. Chris, I know you're happy today. Close on the heels of your retirement ceremony. Thanks for being here, and thanks for bringing Christian with you today. Mr. and Mrs. Martin, welcome. I know you're very proud of Amanda. Thank you for everything you've done for her. We appreciate that from the bottom of our heart in the Air Force. Mr. and Mrs. Kegebein, Uncle Keith, I'm not sure I can call you that. John and Catherine, Jake and Karen, Joyce, Cindy, Gloria, and Garrett, welcome. It is so great to have family and good friends here to help celebrate on a special day like it is today. Mr. Stokes, Mr. McAllister, Chief Blackwell, Colonel Nelson, welcome. And to all of Amanda's family and friends, co-workers, and cohorts, welcome. Thanks for being here today. We appreciate it. So let me start by saying that I'm incredibly honored to be here today. As Colonel Nelson talked to me before the ceremony, there were any number of commanders and supervisors that Amanda could have asked to do this, and I'm honored that she asked me to do it. I'm happy to do it. So thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate that. So the challenge then is to figure out how to capture an outstanding 20-year career in a short period of time. I'm going to tell a couple of stories. I'm going to hint at some others that you probably need to ask Amanda about over a glass of wine or something like that. She can fill you in on the rest of the details. Unfortunately, there's just not enough time to talk about all the stories that come up in a 20-year career. So I guess I'll start from the beginning. Amanda was born and raised in Wadesboro, North Carolina. Lived there with Mom and Dad and her brother John. And in the summer after 6th grade, went out to Tucson to visit Uncle Keith and stayed with him at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. And that was where Amanda fell in love with the Air Force. I think she liked that sense of community, she liked that sense of mission, and as a 6th grader, resolved herself to joining the Air Force. So a couple years went by, went back to North Carolina, knocked out junior high school, and a little bit of junior college, and true to her plan, enlisted in the Air Force, got a date for basic training. But in true Amanda form, decided she might as well take one last little hurrah before she started basic training. And I don't know how many of you ever heard of John Boy and Billy. If you haven't, you're probably not from the South. But they are two rather subdued radio personalities, and who hosted a skiing trip to Austria. So Amanda says, I'm in. And she and a friend of hers head over to Austria with John Boy, Billy, and a big show.